Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Tim. If you're watching the replay of this, I'm glad you're here. Leave me a comment and let me know where you're tuning in from. I see a few people are in the chat at the moment, so that's awesome. I would love it if you would give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I'm a little bit worried that you cannot hear me. Let's try something here. Okay, I think we're good. Hi, everyone. I'm Tim. Welcome to my weekly live. It's so good to see you in the chat box. And if you're watching the replay, thank you for watching it. And leave me a comment. Let me know where you're from, what companies you work with, and just say hello. So yeah, I had to redo that intro there. So just to make sure that I was heard, because I had a feeling I wasn't, and I don't think that I was. This new MacBook tends to reset the settings every once in a while. So even when I had a MacBook Air before, and when I would plug in the USB, it would automatically detect it. But it looks like on this one, it's set to not auto detect. So anyway, we've got a few things to chat about. I feel a little bit, I don't like apologizing for being lazy or apologizing for not getting things ready. But guys, it's just been a busy weekend. And I kind of feel a little bit behind the eight ball. I'm still sweating a little bit. I just got back from the gym, so had to get ready really quickly. Got food delivered here, so we're ready to rock and roll. Got a nice cold drink, and I'm so happy to be here, chat about a few things in online teaching stuff and what I'm up to, and get to know you a little bit more and say hello to you in the chat. So great to have everyone here. I forgot to promote this, so let's see who did turn up. Hey, Gwen. Good to have you. Wow, holiday. Where were you on holiday? Hey, James. Good to see you. Cindy, hello. Cindy, you're so faithful coming to my lives. Thanks for being here. It's good to always have you in the chat. Do you use ManyCam with a Mac? Actually, I'm going to talk about ManyCam in a minute, but I'm just getting into it. Stacy says, good morning. Hey, Stacy. So glad you're here. And who else do we have? Teacher Audrey, hello. Great, can hear you great. That's good to know. I wasn't sure, because when I went into my settings, it said that it was picking up my internal mic, which still works, but I just wanted it to come from my microphone. Cool. So hey, Debbie. Hey, Debbie. Yes, good to see you here. Thanks for letting me know that you can hear me. Amber's here as well, loud and clear. Thank you, Dominique. Great to see you as well. Good, 16 people here. That makes for a nice roundtable chat, doesn't it? So hopefully we can have some engagement in the chat. That's what it's all about. You don't have to talk to me. You can talk to each other if you get a little bit bored with me. But I am super focused this week. I've got cat hair flying everywhere. Super focused this week on goal setting. And I've talked about this before, and you know how I sort of plan things out, and I use an app called Trello for just about everything, and I'm going to be doing a video about that pretty soon, about how I use Trello with students, with my organization, just general planning. But I'm super focused on improving the live experience on my Monday show, because I feel like I watch a lot of people's lives, and I feel like this is completely boring. So I don't want to be boring. I want it to be engaging, and I'm about to purchase the subscription for StreamYard, which will allow me to do some more fun things. So I really hope you come back next week. I am committing, and when I say it out loud, I just feel like it brings so much weight to the commitment, and that's why I like to say things out loud in public, because then I feel like I have to follow through. That's why I'm here tonight, even though I'm really busy, and sometimes it's hard to refocus yourself and show up. But 3 seconds before I press live, I get that boost of energy when I see people in the chat, and it makes it, you know, really worth it. So yeah, I'm really committed to making the lives more enjoyable and more engaging. And so instead of kind of scraping things together at the last minute, I really want it to be valuable. So I've been trying to do different topics and things like that, and make it fun with Spin the Wheel, but I want to make it valuable for you. And so yeah, come back next Monday. I do have some plans, and I hope it's a little bit more engaging than normal. So, and maybe you find it fine the way it is. So I show up in a lot of people's lives, and they have really fun things going on, like intro music and sound effects and great backgrounds. But I'm just doing this in my kitchen because it's dark and it's kind of a weird room right now. So this is where I am at. But anyway, back to the live. Who else is here? Let's say hello to Andrew says, what did you have delivered? So we've got this place called Fishbowl here, and it is, what is it? It's like, hang on, I won't bring it out, but it's kind of difficult. It's like a poke bowl, basically. So fishbowl, yeah, it's like sashimi, rice, vegetables, those kinds of things. So yeah, that's what I got going on tonight. Cindy says, I love StreamYard. What features are included with the paid version that you want? So the ability to do overlays, to bring in sound effects, Cindy, to be able to do intros and outros, to have my own branded logo on it instead of the StreamYard logo, and things like that. So James says, I'm not bad at setting goals. I'm a little bad at finishing. Yeah, definitely. Aren't we all? It's easy to set them. It's harder to finish them. So anyway, that's one of my goals this week, and I'm sticking to it, improving the live among several other things, little projects that I have going on. I am attending a master class by Amy Porterfield, which is on Thursday night. I don't have the link or anything for it, but if you search Amy Porterfield Masterclass, she's like the guru, the Beyonce of digital courses. And that is the direction that I'm taking right now with this little business, is to create digital courses for teachers. So I have some ideas in the works, and I'm taking her masterclass this week, and then I'm going to take her course, which is starting next week. And it's amazing. She is so full of value and just offers so much amazing content. I've been going through her boot camp the last 30 days, which has just been a free Facebook group to learn. And I just think it's so important to invest in yourself. And I haven't done that at all in a long time. So I'm committing to putting out some money to invest in myself, my business, taking things a little bit further, and yeah, always learning and growing. So that's what I have going on. Wow, we've got a few people that climbed in. Welcome everybody that is here. If you could give this a thumbs up, I would be so appreciative. You can check below. It really helps to push it to other people. And lives are kind of funny because lives don't, if you do YouTube lives, they don't generally sort of get sent into people's feeds and things like that. They're very different than like a video that you would do and post and publish. They seem to behave differently. I never get more than, I get a lot less views on lives than I do generally on regular videos. So there's something about the algorithm. So generally the people that show up and then for a few hours later, those are generally the only people that see these, I think. But I'm so grateful that people are watching them, because it would be really boring if they weren't. So yeah, I put in the title that I want to talk about Magic Ears because they have come out with some changes. One of the changes that Magic Ears has announced is that they are now hiring teachers from other countries. So I connected with my person in the marketing department there and asked for clarification. And basically it comes down to an accent, which I wasn't really happy to hear, because I think that a native speaker doesn't need to be assigned to a particular country's accent, but we know that working for VIP Kid, working for Goga Kid, working for Q Kids, they are looking for North American teachers with a neutral accent. So it is a good step in the right direction, I think, because they are one of the only companies I've heard of that have branched out from that, but they still want to appeal to what they feel is the market is asking for, which is, excuse me, the North American accent. So anyway, it's a step in the right direction, I think, and they are accepting teachers from other countries as long as you have a native sounding accent, or as near to native as possible, and that your accent is fairly neutral. So a very thick Cockney British accent wouldn't get you in, but if I deal with a lot of people that are native speakers, but their accent's very neutral, but they were born in another country, or they don't have a US or Canadian passport. So that's good news. They're also offering one-to-one classes, which means that they're on a massive, massive hiring spree. So if you can imagine, before they needed 4 kids for 1 teacher. Now they need 4 kids and they need 4 teachers to fill those spots. So they are hiring a lot. They are expediting people's applications. So if you are interested in getting into Magic Ears, even if you have just thought about it and maybe you watched my video and I changed your mind, because I have done some videos that steered people away from Magic Years in the past because they weren't the company for me at that time, and I wasn't getting as much pay as I was with VIP Kids. So I chose not to open slots with them. But they are, a lot of people are really happy there. I think they're a better company than they were, and they've made a lot of changes. So if you're thinking about it, I would say now's the time, because it looks like the hiring is. I had someone who said they had taken about a week to go through the whole process. So you can skip the trial class and go right into teaching with the expedited process. So that's good. So that's Magic Years. I'm interested to see what you guys are saying about Magic Years if you're talking about them. Thank you, Cindy. Low key and real life, you got it. Jay China, good to see you, Jay China. Do we know each other? I don't know your name. I'm assuming it's not China. But yeah, I am so happy that you are part of this as well. So thanks for being here. Yes, teacher Audrey from, geez, I'm not American, so I don't even know the state abbreviations very well. Is that, it's not Minnesota, it's not Maryland. Oh, I'm embarrassed. Moving on. I'm glad you're here though. Montana, it's Montana. Okay, let's scroll down. I'm going into older comments here. Hey, Fernando from South Texas. Good to have you. Gwen was in Eastern Shore, Virginia. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, let's scroll down. I'm missing a lot of comments here. Oh, good. Amber gets notifications when I go live. That's wonderful. Catherine says, so glad to catch a live show. Yes, I'm so glad that you're catching a live show here too. Thank you for being here, everyone. 37 people here live, which is just amazing. If we were all in a room together, it would be quite the party, wouldn't it? So please click the like button and use the chat to say hi or to meet people, ask questions. If you want to ask me a question, just put question in caps and I'll hopefully be able to see it and be able to connect with you. So that's great. So where was I? Yeah, we finished talking about Magic Years. So yeah, I've got a link in the description of this video if you would like to check them out. I also have a page on my website, which is onlineteacherdude.com, and you can go there and check out more information about Magic Years to see if you would like to apply. I try to be really honest upfront. Those of you that have been around for a while know that I'm pretty upfront and straightforward about how I feel about things. I'm not sugarcoating anything, but they are a company that are hiring in a big way right now, which we're not really seeing in the online teaching market at the moment with some of the larger Chinese companies. So Dominique asks, so are they still doing 4-on-1? Yes, I believe so. I believe this is just like a pilot or a branch off from that where they're offering the option of 1-to-1. I find it really interesting because I worked for Magic Years and that was really always a big part of their ethos, I guess, that they wanted to be able to offer more classes to more students and to be able to offer them at affordable prices. And so by doing the group classes, they were able to bring their price point down a lot for students. And so, their mission was really about English education for all students at an affordable price. So it is interesting that they've changed that model. So, but they are entitled to. So Amber says, are their cancellation policies as strict? No, Amber, they're not. Actually, their cancellation policy is really a selling point for them because they have such a flexible and lenient policy. You can basically let them know with a bit of notice and they will find a substitute for you. So really great cancellation policy if that's what you're looking for. Okay, Megan says, I'm from the UK and have a neutral accent. I meet all the requirements, but I got declined immediately. When did you apply, Megan? This is really a very new thing, I would say in the last 7 days or so. So it might be worth looking at them again, and you're welcome to send me an email. I'm very open with having folks, if you want to send me an email, you can shoot me one and ask questions, and I try to get back to you within 24 hours or so. So Cindy says, I'm doing VIP Get Out School and a new one for adults called Your Teachable Moments. Yes, I saw that one on Facebook. I think it's Teacher Dawn. So that's really great. I'm wishing the best for them and hope that that really works out. Sounds like a really great platform and definitely filling a need and listening to people who want something like that. So yeah, that's really, really cool. Gretchen is here. Hello, Gretchen from Hawaii, living in Mexico. So cool. Two places I would love to visit. I would love to go scuba diving in Hawaii. I've heard just amazing things about the manta ray dives, and I've had friends that have lived there before. So yeah. Anyway, how was your weekend? I didn't ask you how your weekend was. I had a really great weekend. Some friends and I went and rented these beam scooters, they're called. And basically it's like, I don't know. I didn't even know that they were here. They've been here about a year, but you pay, by QR code, and they're just like motorized, well, not motorized, electric battery powered scooters. Stand on them and away you go. So we had a really good time floating around the city on those. Quite a little bit expensive, actually. So we did about an hour, and it was like, I don't know, $15 or so. So maybe not too expensive, but seemed like a lot of money for here, but super, super fun. I really loved skateboarding when I was little, and I had forgotten how much I loved just like gliding around like that. I think that's why I drive a scooter here instead of a car. I don't know, always kind of been like that. So yeah, that was my weekend. That was on Saturday. And then yesterday I had a lazy day, worked a fair amount, and I taught for Zebra English on Saturday. So that was another thing I wanted to talk about. So cue the story time. And if I had sound effects, I would be able to have a pattern interrupt and tell you a story. But as many of you know, I got hired with with Zebra English. When was it now? About 3 months ago, just before they kind of went into their hiring freeze. And I opened up classes, and I got booked for what I opened, which was 2 or 3 weeks, about 2 months ago. And I thought I would just take it slowly and kind of just work a few classes and see what it was like. I really enjoyed it. I didn't find the preparation was too heavy. I kind of just got the hang of it after a few classes and was able to rock and roll. But last Saturday, I also opened classes for them. And I had a student who was crying in the background the whole time. And because I speak a little bit of Chinese, I'm able to communicate with the parent, asking, why is the child crying? Do they not want to be here? Do you want to call Zebra English to reschedule? That I was able to kind of communicate that with the parent through very, very basic Chinese. I probably have the Chinese level of a 4-year-old. Mike's home ESL. Now, this man speaks Chinese. I'm sure he lives in China. Hey, bro, bruh. So Mike's Home ESL is a wonderful channel about ESL games, and I was on his channel last week, I think it was, Mike. Yeah, and we talked about online teaching. He has a huge audience, so go and check him out. And he lives in China. That's about all I know about you, Mike. Looking forward to getting to know you more. Hopefully, can bring you on the channel as well sometime soon. So yeah, anyway, I had this quick little conversation with the mom. The kid was crying in the background, screaming and yelling, wanted nothing to do with the trial class. I was trying to be fun and engaging, like calling their name in Chinese and all this kind of stuff. And it just didn't work out. I called the support person. Nobody came to help me. There was absolutely nothing. And so I pushed my way through the class, finished in 25 minutes, was glad to close the camera. And then I got an email from Zebra English with reviewing the class, telling me that I was not allowed to speak Chinese to the student. But I wasn't speaking Chinese to the student. I was speaking to the mother who was sitting there. The student was not listening to me. She or he, yeah, she was, in the corner of the room crying and crying and crying. And anyway, I just thought it was interesting because I've never had a company review my class like that and give me feedback. And they told me that I should use more TPR and less Chinese and all this stuff. It made no sense. They didn't watch my class clearly. They didn't watch the situation clearly enough to know what was going on. So anyway, it's fine. I mean, they can do that. It's fine. But I just thought it was a little bit strange. So I really do like Zebra English. I hope that they open up their doors soon so that more teachers can get hired with them, because they really are a wonderful company, it seems. And honestly, the 25 minutes goes by so fast. And that's another thing that I found about Magic Ears. If you're getting a little bit bored with VIP Kid, with some of the static slides and the same lessons over and over again, like you could do it in your sleep, I would really encourage you to check out another company that offers something a little bit more dynamic. Which brings me to my new freebie on my website. So I wanted to pop over here real quick. Ignore what's popping up at the moment because that is not what I wanted to show you. So if you go down, yeah, I had some professional photos taken. So new photos on the site. If you go down here, I have a freebie here called How to Find the Best Online ESL Company. Now, it is an opt-in with your email address, but I would love to have you a part of my list anyway, because I do share, stuff from time to time, and I'm working on building out my email list and would love to have you be a part of it. If you join, you get this download. It's like I worked really hard on it this weekend. It's about 4 pages, lots of information and links. And yeah, go ahead and get that. You should get it in an email within like 5 minutes. So if you don't get it, let me know, because I have just set that up today. So I also redid my resources page, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit very quickly about affiliates. So I'm making a video on affiliate marketing for online teachers. So ways that you can do affiliate marketing as an online teacher with a very small audience, and just sharing some of my experiences. And so, for example, on my site, I have a page that's all about what I use in the classroom. And this is something that you can do as well when you share things with people. So I have it kind of broken down into like a table of contents. So I've got, where is it here? Classroom props. I've got my equipment, products and services, and teaching business tools, which is things that I use sort of in a business sense with my website and things like that. So if you like something that you use as an online teacher, if you use ManyCam or if you use Feedback Panda, you can recommend that to people, and they can get a discount. It's kind of a win-win situation. But I've listed all the things that I am affiliated with at the bottom here. I think the photos are too big. So if you go down here, I've got ManyCam, which I'm actually really excited to be using ManyCam. I've ordered a green screen, and I'm going to be getting into making some content about that for teachers. And Feedback Panda. TransferWise and Payoneer. Payoneer is a new service that reached out to me, and they offer like a similar solution to TransferWise, where you can transfer at lower fees and better exchange rates than maybe getting a direct transfer from the online company you work for. As well, it gives you a debit card. So it kind of acts as like a worldwide bank account, and you can access the funds from anywhere in the world. So that's cool if you're looking for that kind of option. And then, of course, the TESOL certificate, and I've got Nancy's map there as well. And then, things like Canva, you can be an affiliate for, and MailChimp if you're gathering an email list. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you briefly, and let you know that you can, recommend products if you're connected with a company. So have I lost you? Some people have left. Okay, that's all right. No worries. Let's keep going. Hey, Mindy, good to have you here. Yes, English with Julie. Hey, I haven't seen you in ages. Hey, Tim, my son said you need to sell some merch. Yeah, actually, I've thought about t-shirts. A t-shirt like that would say, I don't know what. I thought about t-shirts that would be great for like male teachers, but I don't know. One thing at a time, right? So many things. But yeah, having like, I don't know, online teacher dude here. That'd be cool. Good idea. Anyway, good to have you here, Julie. Hope things are going well. I haven't seen any videos from you, so hopefully you're still in the YouTube game. But yeah, good to have you in the chat. So what is everybody up to this week? How are your classes today? Let me know how things are going. And if you have any questions for a situation or a company, I'd be happy to help you problem solve while we're on the chat here. And there's lots of other really great teachers in here that can help as well. My cat is just flopped underneath my laptop stand. It's her favorite spot. I don't know, do y'all's cats like tight spaces? My cat is just like addicted to being in the tightest spaces that she can possibly get in. If I can't find her, she's either in my laptop bag, my book bag, or a small crevice somewhere that's hard to find. I don't know. Who's got cats? Let me know in the chat if you've got cats, and do they like to crawl in small spaces? Debbie says, I've been on vacation for 10 days and it's the best therapy. I agree. Actually, my situation in Malaysia has kind of changed a bit, and I'm able to stay until the end of the year. So I'm happy to do more domestic travel and, yeah, get out of the city for a few days. So definitely recommend that for feeling better and just recharging and refocusing, because we all need to do that, you guys. We all need to kind of be taking care of our health and our well-being, and showing up to be the best person that we can be for our students, for our families, and for our friends. So Charlotte says, I wanted to apply to Magic Ears, but there are too many negative reviews on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, Charlotte, I think there's negative reviews about any company. And I have, as I said earlier, I did a video about why I quit Magic Ears. I tried to be really objective. They aren't for everybody, but neither is VIP Kid, neither is GoGo Kid. And there's going to be people that are negative about all of those companies. I speak very highly about VIP Kid, but I know, friends that speak very negative about them. And it's just an individual thing. So in my guide, I talk about really choosing a company that feels right for you, and then moving forward with them and not getting sidetracked with the videos, the Facebook groups, the forums, Reddit, etc. Just move forward with what you feel is right for your situation. And there's no harm in trying, right? The worst that can happen is you don't like it and you move on. So I'm just telling you that the hiring process is really straightforward right now and a lot shorter. And moving to one-to-one classes and hiring more people, I think, just opens up more opportunities for people that are trying to get hired. I get people reaching out to me almost daily trying to get hired. They're really desperate for money. They've been furloughed or they've lost their jobs, and they're pretty desperate for something. So I'm always looking for quick fixes for people too. So it's an option out there. Julie, you can let us, I just remembered Julie worked for Magic Ears. Julie, you can let us know where we can find your videos as well, if you're still here. It was just a joke. Kimberly, hey, good to see you here. Geez, I recognize your name and I recognize your face. We've emailed or something. I definitely recognize you, Kim. Yes, my cat's name is Leo. Awesome, cool. Yeah, my cat is white as snow with like a black spot. She's not going to let me show you her because she's nuzzled under the laptop stand. But Charlotte, I wanted to apply to Magic Ears. Yeah, we got that one done. Thanks for streaming. I started an application for Magic Ears last month and I just put it off, but you've inspired me to finish it. Yeah, I mean, go for it. You can check out my page on my site to get some of the more nitty-gritty details of pay and stuff like that. Although they're constantly changing, it's hard to keep up with. Debbie says, yes, it has energized me. It has energized me and I can't wait to get back to teaching. I've been teaching for 3 years. That's awesome. Fernando says, I've got 2 dogs, a lab and a chihuahua. The lab loves lying down on the chihuahua's bed, even though the lab spills over all sides from the bed. I can just picture it. Man, what an awesome scene. Yeah. Okay, cool. Pets. I'm doing a teacher collab for online teachers and their pets. Anyone in the chat, let me know if you want to come on. Yeah, I just, I don't know if Yin would cooperate with me being on there. She's kind of like a fussy one at times. She only wants to really be there with you when well, cats are like that in general, aren't they? So Debbie says, how do you know which company is a good fit for you? So go and check out that guide that I have on my website. It's an opt-in, but you can get it for free. And I kind of walk through some more of those things. But in a nutshell, I talk about the types of companies. I talk about, where companies differ in what they're offering, and for you to kind of work through thinking about, what are your needs and what are things that are important to you when you're looking for a company. So yeah, I hope it's helpful. I put some effort into kind of thinking of what it would be like for someone who is new to the industry that's just trying to get in. Gwen says, no cat, we have a corgi named the Artful Dodger. Awesome. Yeah, cool. Corgis are great, great dogs. Maricella says, oh, New York City, awesome. I started my application with Magic Ears half a year ago, and here and then I got an email from them to go through with the interview. Yeah, so they are definitely hiring a lot right now. So they're looking for you. So, well, guys, it is 9:30. Had a lot of fun. As I said, I was so busy before this. I had a million excuses why I couldn't come on, but just before I pressed live, I really got energized by seeing people here in the chat, and it always makes me happy and to hang out with you guys and to chat about online teaching stuff and answer any questions that you have, and to find out how things are going for you. So it's a great community here. Thank you for being here. And I will see you next week. As I said, setting that goal this week to make these streams a little bit more engaging and putting in some effort to make it a little bit more fun. So I will see you next Monday, same time, same place, and appreciate all of you being here. And have a great week, everyone. Happy teaching.